Don't you worry, it's gonna be alright. 'Cause I'm the judge and jury, and we'll be up all night. You better check for pose. You better check for pose. You better check for
They are dead on that.
all the best things love can bring. All in the blind spot that we don't see. Wipe the dirt.
It was earlier tonight. I don't.
13, she had her 13th birthday party. She was happy that we were all together.
She wanted to walk the rest of the way.
You will hurt the ones that love you, and they will hurt you right back. Sing along, sing along. Our love is a heart attack. You better check the pulse. You better check the pulse.
Welcome back to Watts the Obsession True Crime. This video is going to be about Shanann Watts and a chance encounter that she had with an attorney while she was out with a friend who was visiting her from North Carolina, the state that she's from, while they were out one night for hibachi. So, at a hibachi place, y'all sit together with people you don't even know, and you sit around the table while the chef cooks hibachi for you. It's awesome. I'm actually going to hibachi next week to celebrate my son and my mother's birthday. Love hibachi. When this attorney saw on the news about the murder of a woman and her 2 children in Colorado, it got his attention, and as he watched, he recognized that the woman who was murdered was the same woman who talked to him at the hibachi place, and she had a whole lot of questions about the divorce laws in Colorado, and in particular, she had a whole lot of questions about the divorce laws in Colorado for people who have children. So we know that towards the very end of Shanann Watts' life, and the time when she was in North Carolina, and then when the family returned home from North Carolina before the murders happened, which was just about the span of 1 week, Shanann was trying desperately to save her marriage. But it seems that according to this attorney, just a few months before, Shanann was inquiring about divorce and divorce laws. Now, we know that it was really Shanann that this attorney met because he mentioned some things about Shanann that are very specific to Shanann, including the fact that she was talking about having lupus. Now, when the interviewer asks this gentleman when he believes he met Shanann, along with an unidentified friend at this hibachi spot called Mount Fuji in Colorado, he says that it was, it had to be earlier than April because we took our baby moon, he calls it, in April. So it had to be sometime, just before then. And I think I actually know the date, the very date that she met this attorney at the hibachi place, because Shanann posted a very short Facebook post to her Facebook page that has not been widely viewed, but it is of her sitting at the table having hibachi. And it's on February 10th, 2018. So this would be about 6 months before the murders. Now, as I mentioned, the attorney also says that he isn't really sure who the friend that was with Shanann is. He mentioned some characteristics of her, but he did say that the friend was visiting her from North Carolina. So I wonder, could that friend be Christina Meacham? We're going to also take a look at what was going on in Shanann's life around this time when she had this chance meeting with the attorney with whom she asked about divorce, and specifically divorce laws for people with children. Well, we know that Shanann went on a Thrive trip in Las Vegas right before February 10th. This video is from February 6th, 2018.
I felt like an idiot last night, Kenna. I'm so sorry. My kids were driving me crazy. My phone wasn't stopping, and I had you down twice. I'm sorry. Steve, there's yours. I have so much to do today. I leave for Vegas in like 24 hours, and I'm not packed. Chris Miller, not packed. I'm not even organized to what I'm bringing. I don't even have my outfit for Friday night. And Christina, I know I spelled your name with an H. I'm sorry. You know you love me. This is Christina Meacham. But I'm leaving for Vegas, and I'm not ready by any means. I got to go get my nails done. I got to do my hair. I got to do all kinds of stuff. So.
Now, we do know that Christina Meacham lived in Hawaii because her husband was stationed there at this time. So did Christina Meacham maybe go to this Thrive event in Vegas and then go visit Shanann in Colorado while she was already in the continental U.S.? Christine Meacham and Shanann are friends from North Carolina. They met when they were in high school. So could it have been Christina Meacham who was with Shanann? We may never know. This person has not come forward. So what else was going on in the Watts' life around this time when Shanann met with his attorney when she was clearly thinking about divorce, or at least had divorce on her mind? Well, we know at this time Shanann was in full-blown Thrive mode. Many of her videos around this time are centered around her selling Thrive. We also know it was about a month after this meeting that Shanann became pregnant with the baby that she was going to call Nico, the baby she was pregnant with at the time of her murder. This video is from February 3rd, 2018.
Hey guys. Black Label got me dancing in the kitchen while I'm cooking dinner. Feeling amazing. Day 2. Alexa, turn it down. Day 2. Alexa, turn it down. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Cece, say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Natalie.
Yeah.
Also, right around that time that Shanann was apparently had divorce on her mind, she was, making a lot of videos trying to sell Thrive. And there is that awful video where she is promoting the new flavor of the Pro Bars, and Bella is hungry for the entire 16-minute long video, and she's just kind of teased and taunted about her hunger and not given a bite of the Pro Bar, sadly.
So, hold on. You can have some in a minute. So disregard me. But guess what arrived today? So I'm going to wait for everyone to hop on. You guys are not going to believe this. So again, I apologize. I am a hot mess. I don't care. I don't care. What just arrived is amazing. And I'm going to go live when Chris gets here because he'll kill me if I tried these without him.
I know. A horribly ironic statement, right?
But... Hold on, Mommy. Look. 2 cinnamon rolls and 2 cake batter, or whatever they decided to call it. The Pro Bars. I got 2 of each flavor. I am so excited. Chris should be here any minute, and Bella, stop, baby.
No.
We can't open them yet. And as soon as he gets here, I think he's actually pulling in. So if he is, so again, don't mind me. I'm a hot mess. I need a shower, but I don't care. I'm getting ready for Vegas. I had to take Bella to the doctors to make sure she was good from her flu last week. So I apologize in advance. Oh my God, Amanda, I'm so excited. Steve, Aaron, hey guys, hey Kim. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So Chris is actually pulling in. It is just one of those days. So, yes, baby.
I want to buy this.
You want a laptop? Okay. She wants a laptop. Guess what we do with that? When you want something, we add it to your vision board, right?
Just as a note, Bella didn't say that she wanted a laptop. Bella said, I want to bite this, in reference to the Thrive.
Right? Don't we add it to your vision board? Yep. When we want something, we add it to our vision board. So, I'm holding the phone. My phone may even die, so I apologize in advance on everything.
I want cinnamon roll.
You want cinnamon roll? Okay. So, all right, don't shake the phone, baby. So, we're going to try birthday cake first. I think everyone's saying birthday cake. Hopefully I don't die. Hold the phone up, baby. All right, so birthday cake it is. I can't wait for Chris. He'll have to wait and do his own live. God. Bella wants this. It is a birthday cake protein bar. It is called the Pro Bar. Look at you guys.
I want those.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh no, Daddy.
Okay, hold the phone though, okay? Can you help me? I'll be running in here in a second. By the way, I hate protein bars. They're dry and horrible. This case, like I'm eating a chocolate bar. This one's cake batter. Where is it? Where is it, Bella? It is delicious, you guys. Chris, the cake batter is amazing.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not going to fair.
Can I taste a piece? I'll taste a piece.
Eat it.
Oh, wow. Oh, good.
It's really good, y'all. And I'm not from the South. I don't say y'all. Hold this. I'm going to open the next one.
I want that one.
I know you want cinnamon roll. All right. Because I can't wait till tomorrow. We're going to try them all today. Oh, my goodness.
What?
It smells amazing. It smells like, hold on, Mommy. Hold on.
Hold it.
I am, the kids,
Just hold it.
it smells like, what is that place? Cinnamon bun place. Whatever that place is.
Cinnabon?
Smell it. Hold on, Mommy. Mommy's on live here, kid. She's mad because I bit it.
You want to get Cece?
She's mad at me, you guys. Come here, Bella. Come here. It's okay. You guys. The cinnamon roll tastes like... You okay? Stop crying, baby. It's just a protein bar, okay? Just a protein bar. That is amazing. Like, delicious, you guys. I'm gonna have to fight my children.
I'm going to hide those. Might want to look at Cece. She's take the whole cake.
They are so good. So good, you guys. So I'm excited. My favorite is probably the birthday cake. The cinnamon bun tastes like literally cinnamon rolls. Okay, Bella. Sit right here for a second, okay? So the cinnamon bun ones taste literally like I just took cinnamon rolls out of the oven. Like, that delicious. Birthday cake tastes exactly like they say, birthday cake. Amazing. Mandy, yeah, it's amazing, like super delicious. So I'm so excited. Again, I apologize. I am a hot mess, but I don't really care because I was too excited not to wait to put these on. Oh, thanks, Amanda. She doesn't like when she heard I was having, that we had the cinnamon pro bars coming out. She loves cinnamon rolls. So she really wanted them, obviously, as you can tell. She was mad because I took a bite out of it. But those are Mommy's. Mommy earned those. Mommy's gonna get them. She's not happy with me right now.
Also, right around this time, Shanann had 2 events at her house, of course, promoting Thrive, and she also had other MLM consultants take part in this little event that she held at her house so they could peddle their wares as well. Oh, and you know what? It was Christina who was at the restaurant with her. I am sure of this because I know that in one of these videos in the end of February, Christina's daughter is there with Bella helping her get the clothes together. So I think that we have solved that mystery.
Hey guys, so we have a lot of new people here today that haven't tasted the Pro Bars, and so we're gonna start with these. So they don't know they're being put on the spot, but they're going to be, because yeah, that's how I do it. So I got the Pro Bars, hold on. You sure can. Just one. Just one. Hurry, Bella. Just take one.
Can I take one for Jolie and Jolie?
Josie and Jolie's not here. When they come, you can give them one, okay? Lucy, would you like one? Sharon, you're on live.
Are we?
Hi! So we have that's cinnamon roll, and that's birthday cake. Everyone likes to see everyone eating them. How is it, Bella? Is it delicious?
Oh, these are good.
So how do you like the cinnamon roll?
Just like a candy bar.
I know, right? And it's healthy for you.
All right.
So
which
cinnamon
one's
roll
what?
is the
Brown
ones, and then the birthday cake is the ones with sprinkles inside. That's Megan. Bella's loving. She loves the. What do you have, Bella? Is it cinnamon roll you have? Yes.
It was very good.
Which one's your favorite?
Birthday cake's sweeter. This cinnamon roll is definitely more savory with the cinnamon. So I don't know.
They're good.
I like the cinnamon roll, I think.
Awesome.
That's your favorite too, isn't it, Bella?
Bella, is the cinnamon roll your favorite? Yes.
They're very good, aren't they?
You want more? Just one more bite. You want another cinnamon roll? Okay.
Use both hands, please.
All right, Caitlin.
Thank you.
We know at the second Thrive and other MLM events, Chris was there. He was there with his friend Nick holding Cece.
Hey guys, so we're here at a local at my house, and everyone's going to taste the Pro Bars, and they're all looking at me because they know they're going to go on live, so hold on.
Cinnamon roll.
How was the birthday cake?
Wonderful.
It was good, wasn't it? Say hi, Nick.
Now, right around this time, February of 2018, Shanann already had her car through Lavelle, that Lavelle gave her an allowance for it every month if and only if she made a certain amount of money for the company that month. And Chris apparently was thinking about getting himself a car through this same scam-like arrangement. And on the same day that the video was posted at the hibachi place, there was also what was called the Thrive and Drive, where Chris test drove a Tesla and an Audi.
Hey everybody. So we are at the Thrive and Drive. So we're going to test drive, let's see, Tesla. Here, let's look. We got the S550 right there. S550 there. The Tesla's already gone. These are the lines. I want the Audi S4. We got some Lexuses.
That's the GS 350F Sport Lexus.
Yep. It's gonna be fun, y'all.
Okay, and finally, shortly after the time that Shanann met this attorney we think, who she was asking all about divorce in Colorado for people who had children, she and Chris took the girls to a doctor's appointment. This was their last appointment before they both, on the same day, got their adenoids and tonsils removed. This was March 8th, 2018, just before the time that Shanann would have gotten pregnant.
Today, okay? Oh my gosh, Cece. Oh my gosh.
Mama, help me.
You do it.
You do it.
You got it.
You got it, see? Just don't go through my skull. She's shaking.
Circle.
Alright, thank you.
Hey, Mama.
Alright, you getting it?
One.
Okay, so now I'm going to play the interview with that attorney that she met most likely in February of 2018 for you in full, so you can listen to it yourself. They're obviously in a public place when they had this meeting, so I audio enhanced it for you the best that I could so you can hear it as well as you can.
I'm in a
Please
small
leave a
chair,
comment
so you
and
can
let us
have
know what
better
you
height.
think. Thank you so much for watching.
After you do Daddy's hair.
Oh,
I got it.
Nice. That was a good one. That was a good clip. Cece, you don't have to put so much pressure.
Your daddy did.
You just, there you go. Good job.
There. I did win. My pizza.
I got a picture. I'm getting a picture.
You're harder. You're harder.
I'm getting the picture.
Harder.
I got the picture.
Harder.
No, look. Mommy got the picture.
And then on March 15th, 2018, just a little over a month after the time when we believe that Shanann met that attorney, the girls had the surgery day. They got their adenoids and tonsils taken out. And this is after their surgeries. Shanann made a post saying that Bella was so tired she went right upstairs and went to bed. And Cece wanted to eat. Cece's acting a little bit loopy, apparently perhaps from the effects of the anesthesia.
Cece.
Oh my gosh, Brian.
What about mine?
Oh,
You burp?
did
That
you?
one.
You good? What?
Did you burp?
Cece, say what?
Okay, so now I'm going to play the interview with that attorney that she met most likely in February of 2018 for you in full, so you can listen to it yourself. They're obviously in a public place when they had this meeting, so I audio enhanced it for you the best that I could so you can hear it as well as you can. Please leave a comment and let us know what you think. Thank you so much for watching.
How do you pronounce your first name?
Olayinka.
Olayinka? Okay.
Yeah, but nobody ever calls me that actually. I go by Hamza.
But
Because it's just like...
it's just easier to pronounce.
It's a pain.
So, all right. Well, thanks for contacting us. We've
Sure,
been contacted.
sure, yeah.
So I just want to make sure that we're talking about the same people here.
Yeah.
So you recognize those two?
I do. Well, I don't recognize him. I recognize him from, TV.
From the news? Okay.
But I recognize her 100%.
Okay.
100%.
And where did you say that you saw her?
So I was at Mount Fuji. It's
Okay.
called Mount Fuji Hibachi. It's up on, you go 25 north, and the exit is 144.
Okay.
And there's like a pseudo mall there.
Sure.
It's got JCPenney's, Macy's.
I think I know.
Perfume store.
I think I know what you're
It's
talking
got
about.
a restaurant called Who Hot,
Yes.
Mongolian Grill.
Yeah.
So it's right there.
Okay.
Is where Mount Fuji is. And that restaurant is very... I was there last night.
Oh, yeah.
It's very important to me because that's where I found out that my wife was having a baby boy.
Oh, really?
So-
Congratulations.
They know me there as the guy who turned the table over, threw the chairs, because I was just overjoyed with excitement.
Yeah.
So, did you want me to go into...
Yeah, do you remember when this was?
And that's a question I've been racking in my brain. I would like to say we took our baby moon in April.
Okay.
And I can go through my credit card statements because I remember that I paid for the meal that night, me and my wife. April,
okay.
I want to say.
Okay.
I could be totally off the mark.
That's fine.
It could be March. It could be May.
Sure.
I don't think it's May, though.
Okay. So probably
It's
March or
April
April?
or earlier. Yeah.
Okay. And that was this year?
It was definitely this year.
Okay. Do you remember what day of the week it was by chance?
It was a weekend. It was
Okay.
either
Like Friday, Saturday,
Friday
Saturday,
night.
Sunday?
I think
Friday
it was a Friday or Saturday night.
Okay. All right. And so is this like a regular hibachi place where several people sit around the same table and the chef does his
You
thing?
see with complete strangers.
Okay.
And the chef does the whole magic thing.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Flips the shrimp and all that
That's
good
right.
stuff. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That's what it was.
All right.
We
so
were- go ahead.
was she sitting at the table with you guys?
Yeah, we were sitting. So when you walk into Mount Fuji, it's no matter what direction you're coming from, the restaurant will face you this way.
Okay.
Doesn't matter where you're coming from. You got to walk in like this.
Straight in. Okay.
When you walk in, to the left side is the bar.
Okay.
To the right side is the hibachi. We have about 10 different hibachi tables.
Okay.
We were seated at the same one where I found out my wife was having the boy.
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
the one when you walk in, it's the very last one by the window on this side. It's the last table.
Okay.
By the window on this side, closest to the door.
Okay.
Me and my wife sat down first. Shannon and a friend sat next to us.
Okay. Do you remember what her friend looked like?
Yes. The friend, I don't remember her hair color. White female. Distinct eyes. I don't remember the color of her eyes. Maybe, I think what stood out was either they were super bright or a little bit big. But she had distinct eyes. She was wearing a black dress. The friend was wearing a black, it's a kind of lacy dress. Shannon was wearing blue jeans with a blouse, like a. I am horrible with colors. The color of that blouse would be something like this.
Okay. Kind of a orange rust.
Orangey, but very light orange.
Okay.
Faded orange,
Okay.
if you will. They came in next. They sat next to us.
Did they introduce themselves?
No.
Okay.
No, they didn't. And then my wife is not the talking type. She's pretty snobbish. She doesn't talk to anyone. I'm the guy I'm the life of the party.
Talk to everybody.
Hey, what's going on? So I just turned to them and I said, well, hello there. And the friend was the first to respond. I said, hello. And I said, first time here? And they said, I think Shannon was sitting next to me. Her friend was on the other side. Or she was, or the friend was next to me and Shannon was on the other side. No, Shannon was next to me. And I said, you guys been here before, first time here? I said, no. They said, yes, this was the first time there. I said, it's not, they asked us if it was our first time. I said, no, it's not our first time. And somehow, somewhere, I don't know how it happened, but I found out that her friend was actually just visiting from North Carolina.
Okay.
Her friend was visiting. And I said, wait a minute now. I'm not originally from the U.S., but if I were to call a place home, for me, it's North Carolina. That's where I first came when I came to the U.S. That's where I lived for 8 years. My identity lies with I love this state. So I said to the girl, I said, that's my home state. And she said, no way. I said, yeah, I used to live in Charlotte. And she said, you gotta be kidding. That she used to live in a town called Gastonia.
Gastonia?
Yeah. Gastonia is neighboring to Charlotte. Now,
is it like a suburb or is it a ways away?
no, it's separate.
Okay.
It's separate. Yeah, it's separate. A suburb would be like, actually Charlotte is not like Denver, where you have Denver, and then you have Centennial, and then you have North Glen. Charlotte is Charlotte.
Okay.
And it's just huge.
Okay.
It's just big. It's bigger than Denver, actually. It's huge. And then you have neighboring towns, like Mint Hill or Gastonia. So when somebody says, I live in Charlotte, they could live an hour away from you, but they live in Charlotte.
Still in Charlotte.
Right.
Okay.
So Gastonia is about an hour away.
All right.
Or 45. Oh, an hour. So she told me about that. She says now that she lives in, it was either Morrisville or Lake Norman. One or the other. Either Morrisville or Lake Norman is where she says she lived now. And she proceeded to tell me about how her house got broken into when she lived in Gastonia. This is the friend.
Okay.
She had an alarm system. I said, well, I have an alarm system. If something sometimes I open the door inadvertently, and the police are already calling me and saying, hey, come into your house. And she said, no. She said, by the time she got back to the house, in a matter of 2 minutes, the burglar done what he needed to do and taken off. So I said, oh, okay. So it was, and I said, well, you should sue somebody. I brought it up, and then she was like, what do you do for a living? And I said, well, I sue people. So we kind of laughed about it. Shannon hears that. She's in on this conversation the whole time. And she hears that and she's like, you're a lawyer? I said, yeah. I said, yeah. She said, what type of law do you do? I said, everything but family law. And she said, why don't you do family law? And I said, because I hate family law. I said, I've been through a divorce before in family court, and it's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
She said, really? Well, tell me more about that. So I'm telling her about how I got divorced here. Ex-wife moved with 3 kids to Tennessee. How I fought for the kids and how I spent so much money fighting for the kids. In the end, she moved with the kids, and I see my girls with a burden going back and forth. And then I believe it's Shannon who said to me that I want to say it was Shannon or her friend. I want to swear that it's Shannon, but I'm not 100% sure. It was Shannon. That she had gotten divorced before, is what she said. She said I said, were there any kids in that marriage? And she said, no, there were no kids. She said, I think the guy is an attorney too, her ex-husband. She said,
what?
Her ex-husband
is what?
Is an attorney.
Okay.
She said she brought him up. I said, what do you mean by that? She said, while she worked and busted her tail, he was going to school. And then I said, so what happened with the divorce? She said, well, the lawyer in the divorce, in her view, in Shannon's view, made out with so much money. And I said, well, that's kind of how it works. Nobody wins. The lawyers are the ones that are going to get paid. And then she said, well, so tell me more about your divorce with the girls, involving the girls. And I said, well, that's it. She ended up moving to Tennessee, and she's asking me, she's like, what's the law in Colorado when a divorce happens? And I said, well, in Colorado we have something called it's called the spammer doctrine. And I told her about it. The spammer doctrine it says a judge cannot tell you or the woman to stay in Colorado. The judge has no power to tell you where to live. What the judge can do, though, is say, you get to keep the kids, or you get to keep the kids. But the judge cannot say, you have to stay here. We're going to give you custody of the kids, but then you have to stay here. So she says, let's, for example, if somebody gets divorced, they can move away with the kids. I said, well, that's exactly what happened to me. I said, do you have kids? She said, yes, 2 girls. I said, okay, how old are they? She told me their ages. I think she said it was, I don't remember. Maybe one was close to 5. I don't remember. Or 2? I don't know. But it was 2 girls. And I said, are you thinking about a divorce? Is that why you're asking me this? And her friend kind of smiled. Shannon smiled. But I did not get an answer to that question.
Have a good weekend.
And so I kind of let that kind of die away. We ate our food. We finished eating. We were the last, I remember this very well, we were the last set of customers. Oh, I forgot to tell you, sorry. Another party joined us at that table. A man and a woman. But the woman was older than the man, and when I asked what the relationship was, it was mother and son. Mother was visiting from Minnesota, where son used to live with mother. And son lives here now. Mother was visiting from Minnesota, and we're talking about how cold Minnesota can be.
Yeah.
So I remember this very distinctly. We were the last people to leave the restaurant. Matter of fact, the waiter kept coming back over and saying, You guys need boxes? Need boxes? Kind of like saying, hey,
Yeah, beat it.
you gotta go. Yeah. So
Remember what time you got to the restaurant?
I know they stopped seating people at 8:45.
Okay.
We had to have gotten there about 8:30.
Okay.
They close at 9:30, I think, on the weekends. And the guy was chasing us out at like 10 minutes to 10, like 9:50. They were still there.
Okay.
So when we got up, Shannon came to me again. My wife is talking to the mother and son from Minnesota and Shannon's friend. She comes to me again and says, is that really the law in Colorado, that it's possible that the court can give the child to the man? And I said, yeah. I said, what screwed me over was that I'm an attorney. Attorneys work long hours. Judges know that. A reasonable judge is not going to say, I'm going to take the kids from a woman that doesn't have a job, that's home full time, and give it to the guy, no matter how well-meaning that guy is. What the court can do, though, is, as they did for me, give me all the breaks, financial breaks, access to the kids, all that stuff. But ultimately, they'll give it to the woman. I said, but I have seen cases where the guy is not a lawyer. The guy works, 30 hours a week, and you tell the court, I'm trying to move the kids to North Carolina. The court could tell you, look, North Carolina is so far that it could destroy the relationship between father and children. You can go if you want. Kids go to daddy. They stay here. And so she's like, really? I said, yeah. I said, that's the law. It's called the Spammer Doctrine. I said, look it up. I said, but I've seen cases where because of that, the mother says, okay, I'm not moving away anymore. I'm going to stay. I'm not going to go. Because they see that the court is going to give the children to the dad. And then I said, I said, I don't do family law, but I know people who are really good family law attorneys. If you need one, just let me know, And she asked for my information. I didn't have a card at the time, so I just gave her my cell phone number. I said, if you ever need anything, give me a call. She also asked me, we had to do that first divorce that she had. She said, I don't remember. We had to do that first divorce though. Okay. And so when we went outside, and she said to me again, she said, why is divorce really a messy process? Is family law really a messy place? And I said, I always tell people, whatever you can do, I know now, my wife that I'm with now, unless I see a guy texting her on her phone or something, whatever the difference is between us, we're going to work it out. Because it's a messy process. And she said, really? I said, yeah. I said, you've been through it. She said, yes, but I went through it without children. I said, okay, yeah. Without children, no problem. It's just wash your hands clean, and as long as you're not a millionaire who's making a lot of money, your average Joe who makes regular money, just cut yourself loose and get out of it. But if you have kids, it's a messy I And she said, okay. That's all I remember. I was watching, so I record certain programs, like Nightline. You're gonna laugh at this, but like Judge Mathis and the other crazy lady, Judge Judy. Right. So sometimes I would record them over 3 weeks. That's too much. I'm not gonna sit there and watch. I'll just delete. Or sometimes I'll press play, listen to what it's gonna cover for like 2 minutes. If I don't like it, I'll delete it. So one of those episodes, I didn't even know anything. I had heard like some guy had killed his wife in Colorado. Happens every day. My wife's upstairs. I'm downstairs. I press play on the DVR. Up comes Shannon's picture. I don't even remember where I threw the remote. I'm screaming. Everyone upstairs and I'm yelling at my wife. turn the TV on, turn the TV on. So she turns it on upstairs. I tell her, go to this episode of Nightline. She turns it on. I said, do you know that woman? And she was like, vaguely. I said, no, this is not vaguely. Come on, I need you to search your brain. And she's looking and she's like, I don't know, I think somewhere. I was like, no, think. Hibachi. And she's like, maybe is this the woman that you were talking to at the Hibachi place? And I was screaming, yes, that's her. My wife doesn't remember as much as I do. But I remember, I talked to her. I had told her at the time, when we were talking that day, I said, you can feel free to ask me anything you want to ask me personally, but you have to understand, it's not going to be privileged, because your friend's here. If it's just me and you one-on-one, I would take that as attorney-client privilege. It's your privilege. You own it. I told her that. She said, really? I said, yeah. She said, well, I've talked to lawyers before, and I just talk. And I said, and they gave my stuff away. And I said, no. You can grieve those guys. You can take them to the Supreme Court and have them punished for that. I said, it's your privilege. I said, but we can't. Anything I tell you here is open. And she said, well, this is one of my best friends ever, so you can feel free to say whatever you say. So that's why I'm able to talk about it. It's not privilege.
Sure.
But that's, to me, what I walked away from at that day was just, to me, personally, that woman really wanted to ask me some deeper questions about divorce. She couldn't do it where she was. I didn't think anything of it. I meet people all the time who say, you're a lawyer, can I pick your brain? Happens 3-4 times a week.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I get that a lot
but when
too.
I saw the news, I'm going, I don't know what happened. A woman talked to me about divorce though.
Yeah.
And she seemed very curious about Colorado law on divorce that involves children.
What was her demeanor like during dinner? Was she happy? Were they laughing?
Very sweet lady. She told me this too. Oh yeah, she told me that she had some type of medical condition. That when she had one of the babies, I think first or second one, she had to be on bed rest for a long time because she had some kind of medical. Now I asked my wife about that. I said, do you remember what it was? And my wife said that she doesn't remember, but to her, she thinks it was lupus. That's what my wife said. I don't remember what it was. I just know she told me about that medical condition. And she even told me what pill she was taking for it. And I remember telling my wife, I was like, yeah, it's a little bit TMI. I wouldn't be telling anybody what I take for. And my wife was like, most people talk. Most Americans talk. Yeah. They're very open. But I remember that. Yeah.
Did you see him get into a car?
No, and here's why. We parked, so that mall, it's the luck of the draw. You can park right in front of the restaurant, as we did last night, and that same day, or you could park like 2 streets away.
North 40. Yeah.
And we parked in the front.
Okay.
And we got in the car. I was driving that day. I will have an exact date for you, and I'll tell you why. I was driving, so my wife drives a Range Rover. Her Range Rover went in for service at the Range Rover dealership in Flatirons, and they gave her a loaner, a Discovery loaner. That's what I was driving that day.
Oh, okay.
So that...
Okay, yeah, if you could dig that up.
That would give us...
Send me an email, that'd be great. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
I was driving Discovery, Range Rover Discovery, a gray one, which was parked right in front of the restaurant. So I didn't see them get into a car.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
All right, and just to confirm, it's just those two, no kids, no husbands?
No kids, no
people
husbands,
with them,
no.
anything like that?
No, I remember, I don't know if I asked her where the kids were. And if she said they were either with the grandparents or with the husband. I don't remember her answer to that question. Okay. But I remember asking her that. Her friend, did her friend have kids? I don't think her friend had kids. And I remember Shannon saying, I asked if they were going to have more kids. And I think she said, I hope I'm not getting confused. Her friend may have said this, or she may have said it. Somebody had said that the husband wanted a boy, and so she can't guarantee that they won't have another one. But I couldn't tell you if it was Shannon that said that or her friend said that. But I could swear her friend said she had no kids. Okay? So that had to have come from Shannon. But I remember because I told her, I said, well, if you went through such a pain for one of those pregnancies, why would you have another one? She said, yeah, I think he wants a boy though. So we might have that number 3. It's Shannon. Okay. I think it's Shannon. Yeah, but I don't remember which child put her on significant bed rest. If it was the first or second one. Couldn't tell you that. One of them did though. I remember that.
Any other medical conditions that she talked about that you remember?
No. I still don't remember the exact condition. My wife thinks it was lupus. I don't know. Lupus to me, all I know about lupus is, so I'm from Nigeria. There's a very popular singer, British singer called Seal. He was born and raised in Nigeria. He had lupus. And he was married to, maybe he's still married to Heidi Klum.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I think they're divorced now. I think
you're right.
Yeah, but that's him.
Yeah, okay.
That guy that's how I heard about lupus. Yes. I'd never heard the word again until my wife told me about it. And I said to my wife, I remember saying to her, I said, well, lupus to me, with Seal, it scarred his face. And my wife said, it doesn't have to scar your face. It has something to do with you.
Yeah, I think it's an autoimmune.
That's what she said.
I don't know anything about it either.
Exactly. So I said, oh, okay. But she definitely told us about that condition. Yeah.
What about alcohol? Did she drink any alcohol, you remember?
God. I don't know. I know the guy, the son with the woman from Minnesota, I know they drank. I know they ordered a drink. We didn't order a drink. Those guys they squirt sake in a plastic bottle. I know I had it. Don't know if she had it though.
Okay.
Don't know. I know we didn't order drinks.
Okay. Yeah, no wine glass you remember on the table or anything like that.
One of them may have ordered a drink. One. A friend, her. I don't think I saw her drinking though. I don't know. Yeah. I know I didn't drink that day. I typically don't drink when I go to that place. One, it's expensive. Yeah. And two, you can just get it from the sake that they spray in your mouth.
Yeah, that's right.
And you can actually ask for more. You can say, hey, try it, do it again.
Yeah.
So,
fill her up.
Exactly. So I just remember walking away from that conversation going, that woman wanted to tell me more about it. She wanted to ask me more about divorce. She couldn't do it. For whatever reason. It was late.
Obviously, it was on her mind.
It was definitely, I as a litigator, I get half of my paycheck comes from being able to read witnesses. I could tell. She had those thoughts. Yeah.
Okay.
But she didn't explicitly say, I want to get a divorce from her husband. But she was asking me more questions than a normal person would ask just sitting to an attorney at a restaurant.
More than just a conversation.
Yes, it was. I mean, we were separated at the end when we were standing up.
Yeah.
When the guy had taken, you put your credit cards into the thing, they went to swipe them. Everybody was standing up. Me and her were separate. One-on-one. My wife, the couple from Minnesota and her friend were talking. Her and I were talking. And then when we went outside, the mother and son from Minnesota had left. It was me, my wife, her and her friend. And my wife was obviously, again, I think she was getting impatient. It was still me and Shannon talking. Yeah. Her friend didn't really say much, other than telling me about how the guy brought him to her house in North Carolina. Yeah. I remember that. So when I saw that picture, then I started reading up on the story, and I'm going, all right, I could stay silent. Nobody would know what I know. to let you guys know what's it gonna hurt. Let me just put it out there. And whatever you want to do with it, whatever help you guys need from me, happy to provide it.
So, no, I appreciate that. See if we could track down this other friend in North Carolina.
Yep, I remember that very well. I mean, I mean, we were talking about what I call my home state.
Sure.
Yeah. I worked there. We talked about when I drove for the county. I drove a truck for the county for 7 years. And
what did you?
Yeah, and we talked about the roads. We talked about,
How'd you go from truck driver to attorney?
I went to school while I was doing the truck driving. I'd do that in the mornings, and then in the evenings I'd go to school at University of North Carolina. So I graduated in 2007, and then went to law school in St. Louis, at Washington University in St. Louis. The lucky thing for me was when I was going to undergrad, the county, so long as you had a C or better, and you turn in your transcript, they'll pay your tuition. Yeah. So
that's got a nice benefit.
Exactly. So that paved the way through college. Law school was a combination of scholarship and loans, and then that's pretty much it.
How'd you end up out here?
I worked in New York for 1 year with a law firm out there, and then I heard from the grapevine that they're gonna gut my class. There were 75 of us they hired in 1 month.
Wow.
And they're like, hey, they thought the money was gonna be there. They're gonna cut this class in half, and you might be on the chopping block. So I started looking for jobs anywhere I could find it. I mean, I didn't care where it was. Alaska, didn't care. And a firm in Denver here called me. Within the time that guy gave me that information, and when I started working in Denver, 3 weeks.
Wow, that's fast.
I was out. Because he said, I think you're going to be on the chopping block. So I took off.
How long have you been here?
Since 2011. Since November 2011. Yeah. So I bounced around a bit, but I've been here now. So I finally opened up my own firm around February.
I noticed that.
Yeah, I opened it in February. And what I do now is I have my own practice, and then when a case comes in, I split time with my practice and firm. So like one of the firms I'm working for today is up here on the 4th floor.
Oh, okay.
It's called Satran and Biscuit. Next week I might be in Centennial. That's the way I keep the money coming in.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I got it.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, anything else about that interaction that you can think of? Anything we haven't covered that you think we should talk about?
She didn't talk about him.
Did she ever mention her husband's name at all that you remember?
No. Didn't mention him at all. I just know the divorce thing. I mean, she was so interested in that topic. She was also interested in. She actually asked me. She had said. She has said, your ex-wife didn't bring you up too, did she? I said, no, I brought her up because I think she was still a little bit aggrieved about that first guy, because she said, I worked, and he went to school. He worked his way up based on my efforts, and I said, but some people are unappreciative when. Now you've got 2 beautiful kids, and don't worry about it. And she said, but it crosses my mind. And she's pissed. She was pissed that attorney got a lot of money out of the divorce. And my takeaway was she was aggrieved on 2 fronts. The guy doing what he did, and then she didn't think she got a fair share of the split. The attorney got most of the money. And I said, that's divorce for her. Nobody wins.
Yeah, that's part of the game,
Yeah, nobody wins. I mean, my ex, she's got the kids, but every day she calls me asking me for money because she's like, I don't have any money and I'm stuck with them. And I'm like, well, you don't have to be stuck with them. Send them back to them.
Yeah, right.
But she's pissed. Everybody's pissed. I'm pissed they're so far away. She's pissed that she doesn't have enough money. She thinks I'm living the good life in Denver and don't care about the kids. And it's divorce court. Everybody wins. Yeah.
That sounds like you're gonna have another one. So.
Yeah. I'm good now. So I told her. I told my wife. I said, we're not splitting. I mean, if it's infidelity now, that's unforgivable. I'm not doing that. But other than that, we're gonna work this thing out. Yeah. But no, I don't. If I think of something, I'll let you know. It's funny how I had heard about that murder or alleged murder, however you want to put it. Didn't pay any attention to it. I mean, it was like he got into one ear, one out the other. Some guy killed his wife in Colorado. Okay, fine, whatever. I didn't pay any attention. It was that. We have the TV downstairs is like 65 inches. I mean, it's huge. And her face.
Yeah, it's kind of just right there.
Just looking at me. I was screaming. My friend said, you don't wake the baby up. I'm like, I don't care. You're not going to believe this. Yeah. It was jolting. Yeah. It really was. And it's sad. I walked away from that thinking that, but very lovely woman. Very jovial. She was nice. She was funny. We were laughing. The smile never left her face. I mean, she was just smiling. Nice woman.
Did you notice if she was wearing like a patch or anything on her arm?
It was definitely a short sleeve. She was absolutely wearing a short sleeve. I don't recall a patch. It may have been one, but I don't recall.
See how she's wearing one in that picture?
I think I saw that. I think I saw something like that. I think I did. Oh, you know what's funny too about this picture? That's exactly what's funny about it. You see this top? Mm-hmm. You see how it's cut in the shoulder?
Yeah.
That's exactly how the one she was wearing that night was.
Oh, that's Steve's style?
That's right.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
That's exactly how it was. Different color though. Not black.
Okay.
It wasn't black.
Okay.
It was not black. I may have seen that, but I can't say with 100% certainty. Yeah. But the style of the blouse is exactly the same. And the blouse had at the end, I don't know how to describe this. You know how at the bottom of women's blouses it will be like elastic?
Oh yeah.
That will make it like so.
Almost like a sack type.
Yeah, that will make it like come up like this. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, her friend was definitely there, visiting from North Carolina. 100%.
All right. Well,
I think if you can find that friend, have you guys ever been? I mean, if you can find that friend, it could really help.
Yeah. We'll work on finding out who that is.
Yeah, she was visiting from North Carolina.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure we could probably nail that one down.
Yeah. She was here with her, and we left them. We went straight to the car, which was across from the restaurant. Actually, not in front of the restaurant. I don't remember which direction they went. I think they went. So, as I said, the restaurant, no matter where you're coming from, it's facing you like this.
Yeah.
We went to the car right here. I want to say they went that way.
Yeah. Remember if she took any phone calls or texts during dinner?
No. They didn't take any. No. It was, nobody took any calls. No, we were also engrossed. I mean, it was a good group. You don't get that often.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you get like, you either get people who just don't talk that much, or as a party of two, you get a party of like 10 who came together. Yeah. So you're screwed because they've got their thing going on. So you're just sitting there. That night was a rare one where it was two, and we all sort of were codependent on one another for a good conversation. Yeah.
Anything about the conversation that you remember that stood out?
No, I just know the couple from Minnesota told me about how the wind blows in Minnesota so strong it moves the buildings there.
Right.
I remember that. I remember the friend talking about somebody breaking into her house, and how they now live in Lake Norman or Morrisville in Charlotte. I remember Gastonia And then I remember the divorce conversation with Shanann. Yeah.
All right. So, well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me about this. Appreciate it.
Sure. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I wanted to be of any help I can be.
For you guys. Yeah, no, I appreciate
So
that.
I'll get the date for that when we took that Range Rover and got the loaner, because that's what I was driving that day. I'll get the dates and I'll email it to you.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Here we go once again. Foreign marriage, lying amen. Don't you worry, it's gonna be alright. 'Cause I'm the judge and jury, and we'll be up all night. You better check for pose. You better check for pose. You better check for
They are dead on that.
all the bad things love can bring. All in the blind spot that we don't see. Wipe the dirt.
It was earlier tonight. I don't 13, she had her 13th birthday party. She was happy that we were all together.
She wanted to walk the rest of the way.
You will hurt the ones that love you, and they will hurt you right back. Sing along, sing along. Our love is a heart attack. You better check for pulse. You better check for pulse.